All right, everybody. Thank you for joining today with HomeSwing. We're going to be going over some concepts on becoming $1 million producer. And I'd like to start off with the first question is, what is HomeSwing? HomeSwing is a system to generate high-quality home buyer and seller leads. With a sophisticated lead management platform that helps agents, teams, companies, and loan officers generate, capture, cultivate, and close their leads for life. The question is, what makes the difference between $1 million producer and somebody that's just getting by? The answer, it's not home prices or interest rates. It's the skills, strategies, and systems developed and implemented by each professional. So today I'd like to go over with you a system that is designed by HomeSwing that helps you increase production in your business. So the first topic that we're going to go over today is give value. All right, so we'll be going over give value, then we're going to be going over target marketing, then we're going to be going over capture, then we're going to be going over cultivate, and then ultimately the close. So the first topic is giving value. I want you to think about coming from a position of giving. Home buyers are looking for places to search for homes for sale, right? So they want a website or some place to search. Maybe it's a mobile tablet. And homeowners, right, want a place where they know that they can get a value on their home. What's their home worth? So 4 major topics that I'm going to be going over is high converting IDX websites, free reports of what's your home value, why sell with us, and ultimately go mobile. So those are my 4 value propositions that I'd like to go over with you today. All right. So let's talk about high converting IDX websites. All right. This is an example here of a high converting IDX website. And what is an IDX website, right? Well, first of all, an IDX website is where you are integrating the multiple listing data with the website within the website search. Okay, and so some things that I would recommend when you are getting a website is, one, to make sure that the property search is prominent on the homepage. Okay, prominent on the homepage. That's a must. Also, I highly recommend having interactive mapping, right? That's another must. You might want to even focus the site into exclusive market areas, such as if I want to generate leads in, say, Fairfield, California, my URL might be Fairfield Homes for Sale, or make Fairfield my home, right? So it's something that really relates. If I'm really trying to push my brand, then I'm going to be pushing, Fairfield Homes by HomeSmart or something like that, right? But again, integrating the area along with the branding. Okay, so these are some key things that, one, we've got to make sure that we have integrated MLS, because that is the value proposition that the consumer is looking for, right? The value. This is an example of the results page for a HomeSwing property search. Okay, this is the page that when the consumer types in Napa, or they land on a marketing initiative that you are doing, that this is where they would ultimately end up. Okay, and this is what we call the results page. Okay, so again, I'm going to be going over step by step the actual process here of what this all means. But this is, again, I highly recommend you integrating IDX, having photos, making sure that you have a list view, a gallery view, a map view, and allowing the consumer to tailor what they're looking for. Being able to search by county, search by city, search by zip code. Making sure that you have unique URLs for each one of your listing pages by area. Okay, these are some key things that I want you to make sure that you are having in your site. Okay. Now let's talk about your home value. Okay, and capturing the tools needed to capture seller leads. Okay, do you have an option on your site that allows consumers to get a free home value report? Do you explain what the free home value report is? Okay, do you have a lead capture on the actual page of the actual report? I highly recommend that you, when you're building out your landing pages on your website or off-sites, that you always have a lead capture on the actual page. I prefer to practically have a lead capture on almost every value proposition page that I feel is going to potentially generate me an online referral, okay, or an online lead. So again, this is a what's your home value, and it is again, I have here an example of what the home value report is going to look like. I want to get your name, phone number, email address, possibly your property address, so that I can again contact you. Okay, so this is again an example of a great value proposition. I have, for what if I'm buying a home, I want the MLS data in real time on my website, and I want to be able to search that inventory, correct? Now, a lot of times I go to sites, and something that I never see is the value proposition on why I should sell with you. Okay, so something you might want to think about putting together is on your website or on an optimized landing page is a why sell with us? Why sell with us? What is your value proposition? What is going to differentiate you in the market from other realtors, right? So some things that you might want to think about is, first of all, having a database of home buyers, okay, that you know are out there, that you can send them new listings that come on the market, right? So that's a great value proposition to home sellers, right? Is that you are the access point to all of the buyers. Now, obviously, there's the MLS, posting it. So if you want to talk about, publishing it to the MLS as well, that's fine. How about innovative technology, right, on your website? Those kinds of things. What type of marketing materials do you need? Again, lead capture on the page to generate that lead, okay? Always have that lead capture and a unique URL for each individual page that's focused on that actual market area. Now, another huge value proposition that I see a lot of agents, teams, and brokerages missing on is the mobile sector. 50% of home shoppers are now using mobile devices to find their next home. So what you have to ask yourself is, does your technology is it mobile driven, right? Consumers, can your consumers, can leads, can they contacts, can they search for homes for sale on their iPhone, and can you capture those consumers when they're on your mobile devices, right? How about the iPad? Do you have an iPad-friendly website where consumers can search all the data? So again, that's extremely important, right? Okay, so that's the mobile offering. I highly recommend that you start looking at that. If not, you're potentially losing on 50% of the market share in customer acquisitions at this point. Okay? Now this is, again, everything that I'm talking to you about today is available at homeswing.com. All right, so here's my little plug, and we're going to go ahead and start to move over to now target market. Okay, what is the target market? Target marketing, right? How do I get those consumers to me? Okay, well, a great question to ask yourself is, where are your customers? Well, the answer is online, right? They are online. They're on Google. They're on Facebook. They're on Twitter. They're on LinkedIn. They're on YouTube. I mean, I can't tell you how amazing it is to see how easy it is to learn these days on YouTube, right? Or how easy it is to interact with friends and family on Facebook, or how easy it is to find information on Google, right? So these are areas that I want you to start thinking about getting your value to, right? So what I'd like you to think about is putting together an advertisement campaign. One way would be to use pay-per-click advertisement, okay? And the other way is to share your website and landing pages. Two amazing ways to generate traffic, to generate leads, right? Target marketing. Another great way is online ads, okay? I'm not going to be going in depth about online ads, but one of our highest conversions, our best ROIs today is on online ads. And so I'll go into a little bit of it. Basically, we have an application that takes online advertisement from sites like eBay and Amazon.com and Yahoo. All these different sites have banners, and we can purchase that traffic, route that traffic directly to you through a zip code range. You can give us unique zip codes, saying you want to generate leads there. You want to generate leads through cities, towns, counties, however you want to generate those leads, wherever you want to generate them from. We then route them to your websites, okay? Now, just because you get somebody to your website, that's only a piece of the actual process, okay? It's only a piece of the actual workflow that is required in actually generating leads. So hang in there with me. So let's talk about target marketing using pay-per-click. Some call it PPC, okay? One of the easiest ways to get to consumers is through using PPC. Again, it's it's quite a process in actually getting set up and managing, but you can do it on your own. Okay, you can set up the ads and set up your budgets, and you set it up and watch the leads start rolling in. But again, I would recommend using a professional firm to manage your PPC for you, because one, it can be time consuming, and if a PPC specialist can get you so much of a better ROI, because one, they have all of the keywords already set in place and know how to really tailor the system to get the best conversion. Okay, and again, HomeSwing, we have some of the most talented PPC campaign specialists in the industry. We manage hundreds of different sites and the actual PPC management of them, and so that's something that we can manage for you, or you can hire a third-party firm out there to do it for you. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about PPC and what it is here. All right, basically you see here we have the yellow advertisement, right? These are what we call PPC paid advertisements on Google, okay? And you can do this on Bing and Yahoo as well. And the cool thing about Google is they also have third-party partnerships already in place, that when you put your PPC on Google, you are on hundreds, thousands of other websites that they partner with that also generate traffic and use PPC to generate revenue onto their websites. Okay, so again, something that we really have to outline here is this is PPC top level. This could cost anywhere from say 50 cents on up to $2 to $3 per click here in the yellow. Okay, here to the right again is additional PPC, but again the cost goes down as you move further down the page. You can also capture PPC advertisement on the actual second page, right? So there's awesome ways to pay a lot less but still get that awesome ROI return. Now, something that you can see here below that is this is an actual search results right by that. Okay, right below this here. And who do you have here? You've got Realtor.com, Trulia, and Zillow. And time again, we're starting to see that they are in the top rankings for that 1, 2, 3 placement. So Google has decided that they should be the #1 placement in those organic results, and so you potentially have lost those opportunities to Realtor.com, Trulia, and Zillow. But remember, you can still be there, right? You can pay a search engine optimization specialist team to continue to push you to the top. But time and time again, we're seeing that it's getting harder and harder to beat out these big major real estate portals. Okay, so again, these are the directory results. I highly recommend that you submit your site and your office location into the directory results as well. Okay, so that's another great way for you to generate some traffic for free to your website. But a great way to look at PPC is you can typically generate a lead through PPC from anywhere from $5 per lead all the way up into $25 a lead. It just depends on the market and how competitive that you want to bid on those clicks to your actual website. Okay, and again, we're going to be talking more about that as we move forward. Again, this is PPC advertising. Now let's talk about some additional ways through sharing your website and landing pages. Okay, so sharing your value propositions, right? You've got your value, you've got your website with your search, and you have your landing pages with your lead forms. Okay, so some ways you can share would be through social media. Okay, the number 2 highest trafficked website in the world today is Facebook, right? 1 billion people on Facebook. Are you getting yourself noticed on Facebook? Are you generating business? I know so many agents right now that literally 50% of their business, 50 deals a year, is getting produced through Facebook and their Facebook fan page, and their ability to allow them to send information to their consumers through Facebook. They will sit there and chat. They will give value information to them. I'll be showing you a little bit about how that works here in just a second. How about providing a link to your website on your business cards, sending out postcards with links from your website, and how about sending out monthly emails, newsletters with a link of your website, sending home seller landing pages right through email as well. Those are great ways, and including obviously in your email signature, your website, right? So these are some key ways. Now, some other ways that I typically don't see agents do is they typically will send listings to their customers through the MLS. Okay, so one thing that I'd like you to start thinking about in the future is sending listings to your customers through your website. Okay, and why is that? Well, I'm gonna push on, but I'm gonna tell you why just in a little bit of sending information through your website, including listing inventory. Okay. Now, this is a post your links on social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Google, and LinkedIn. Again, as we said, we were talking about Facebook having a billion visitors. So again, you can see here, you can take your home value link or your property search, and you can, or your website, and let them know that this is your value proposition, such as how much is your Fairfield home worth? Get a free report. So that's a post that you can do on your actual Facebook page as a status update. Okay, again, that's a great way for you to generate leads and then allow your friends to post on that, right? Okay, so that's something that you can do. Again, really start thinking about what type of posting you can do that will drive consumers to your website through your social media efforts. Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, blogs, okay, all these different things, these social media things. How are you going to be differentiating yourself? Well, first of all, you got to also have a website that has the power for you to make those kinds of modifications so that you can create those differentiating pieces, right? So, make sure that you have a website solution that gives you the ability to make those actual content changes and edits, of building out lead generation forms and conversion landing pages such as your home value report. Make sure that the site has the MLS data integration integrated into it so that the consumer knows that when they go there, they have the up-to-date information in real time from you. Okay? So those are a couple of ideas so far as in target marketing and generating those leads. There's syndication. We do syndication to Zillow, Trulia, to again push your listings to them. And then in return, you can generate leads and traffic from them. We've seen some pretty good lead returns from those sites. We do some SEO work, and about 20% of that we see lead generation coming from the social aspects, the SEO aspects. So all of a sudden now you've encompassed this whole marketing solution, and now one key ingredient that typically is missed by real estate companies, teams, and agents is the capture. Okay, we go out there, we market our site, and we get a 0.75% conversion, correct? Well, what happened? Why didn't we convert? Why didn't we capture? Okay, so start thinking of your website like a funnel. Okay, HomeSwing is a funnel approach. We want to gobble up all the leads and then funnel them to us, right? We want to funnel them because that's what generates the money. Okay, getting those leads funneled. Okay, I want leads coming from Zillow, Trulia. I want them to come into HomeSwing lead management system, right? I get leads from my website. I want those to come into the lead management system. I get leads from my landing pages. I want those to come into my lead management system. And I want to then start that whole capture process. Okay, so let me give you kind of some examples, some things that we're going to be going over. One is website requires registration, web pages with lead capture forms, and third-party lead capture. Okay, but again, always think about the funnel approach. All of your marketing efforts need to have the funnel approach so that you ultimately capture that lead. Okay, so this is an example of a website that requires registration on the IDX Home Search results page. Okay, this is a HomeSwing site. It's integrated directly with the multiple listing data. We aggregate that data and update it onto your site automatically, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But you can see here that we have a lead capture form that in order for them to see the inventory, they need to provide us their email address, their phone number, okay, and their name, obviously. And the beautiful thing that you'll see here is that we do sites with registration and without. Okay, and typically a brokerage, a large-scale brokerage, like say Remax Gold or a Prudential California Realty, they will not require registration on their corporate websites, and their conversion, if they get 100 consumers to their websites, they will convert anywhere from 0.5 to 0.75% of those. Okay, so if they were spending $10,000 a month on their websites to generate 75 leads, what kind of return is that, right? So what about sites that require registration? Okay, what about sites that require registration? We see anywhere from 13 to 25% conversion on these sites by requiring the registration on the results page. Okay, now can you imagine you got 100 visitors to your site through your PPC, through your social media marketing, through your email marketing, through your SEO efforts, and if you were at 0.75, it was a good opportunity that you weren't even going to get one lead out of 100. By requiring registration, you're going to get a minimum of 13 of them to leave you their name and number and email address. On the higher end, you're going to get 25 of them for every 100. So can you imagine the difference between getting not even one lead and getting an average of 18, 19, okay? So you can understand, hopefully, the importance of having this registration form. It's a part of the funnel process, okay? Scooping up all of these customers. Now, that's, again, extremely important in this process, right? Now, this is a website requires registration on the actual IDX detail page, okay? And again, in order to see the details, they are required to register, right? Now, let me give you some food for thought. You send an email out, or you do a post on your website, and one of those people then registers, and boom, they're on your site, you got the lead. But what if they shared that listing with their friends and family and their social sphere? Don't you want to actually capture that opportunity, that referral, right? So many times, everybody asks me, oh, I don't generate any leads on my website. Well, does your website ask for business? When you're at the grocery store and you meet somebody and they ask what you do, don't you ask for their information and they ask for yours, right? That's what the process is. That's the sales process, is asking for the opportunity, okay? So just start thinking about that in your actual, process of how do you generate leads, okay? Now you can see here again, this is something that you could really think about, which is, this is a web page, what I call a local market update. Okay, so with us, you can build customized local market updates right on your website. And a lot of you might actually build a market update and send it out in your email, maybe like using Constant Contact or something like that, right? Well, with us, you can actually publish your market update right on your website through our content management system. Okay, so this is something you can create custom URLs for the page, and you can embed a customized lead form. Okay, so we have hundreds of different lead forms that are already pre-developed, but you can actually make and customize your own actual lead forms as to specific information that you want from that customer when they fill it out. Okay, now again, going back to the target marketing, where can you market this page? Okay, you build out a market update. You can post it to your website. You can send it out as a email through your email marketing system if you have one. If you don't, we have one here for you at HomeSwing.com. Okay, you can then post this also to a blog by copy and pasting it into a URL, or you can post this now right as a social media post. Oh, here's the Fairfield real estate market update. Price cuts in September, right? Now you are showing them that you are a market specialist, okay? But do you have a technology platform? Do you have a system in place to allow you to quickly build out a page on your website with a lead capture form with a unique URL and giving you the capabilities to blast that out to all of your social media and email marketing needs. That's something that you really, really need to start thinking about for the future. Okay. So let's talk now about the routing of third-party leads into your lead management system. Okay, I'm capturing all these leads from Realtor.com, Trulia, Roost, Tiger Leads, Angie's List, Zillow, Constant Contact, Market Leader, Yelp, Mint, and now I funnel them into HomeSwing's CRM solution, or a CRM solution of your choice. Maybe you're getting leads from HomeSwing.com and you feel that you have a better CRM solution somewhere else or that you like. That's absolutely fine. But whatever happens, make sure that you funnel all of those leads into your CRM solution, okay, into your lead management system. Second of all, I would highly recommend that you set every single one of those leads up for auto listing notifications, newsletters, market updates, and get those consumers back to your website, back to your high converting IDX website that has what? Registration. Can you imagine having 10,000 customers in your CRM database getting automated listing notifications every day and getting a once a month email from you on market updates, and that you're potentially asking them for them to like you and you're integrating them with your social world, okay? And now you are capturing and they're seeing you everywhere. They're seeing you everywhere. They're seeing you in their social world. They're seeing you in the emails that you're sending. So now you can kind of see this whole process of how you are staying engaged. But whatever happens, don't keep the consumers on Zillow.com. Get them back to your website, your branding, your capture, because those consumers are going to refer. And when they refer, you want them to refer them back to your website with your lead capture, which then generates you another referral, another opportunity to what? Make more money. So now that you have gone through that, let's talk a little bit about the cultivation process and the actual CRM. Okay, if the buyer isn't ready to buy or sell, or both right at the moment, you need a cultivation process, a system to stay engaged with the customer, a system to potentially route those leads to your agents and your loan officers. Or if you're a company, you might have an E-team in place and you want to be able to manage the E-team, right? So if you're an individual agent and you don't have a team, that's fine, right? You then manage the leads within the account yourself, okay? Email marketing, extremely important. Sending out the market updates. That's a great way to cultivate those consumers until they are ready to engage, right? Until they are ready to buy or sell, or both buy and sell. Hopefully, you might even be able to double in the deal and get your loan officer partner the loan, right? Really start thinking about integrating your lender partner into your actual lead generation process, because one, it helps both of you, right? If you spend $1,000 on advertisement on your website and you generate, say, 100 leads a month, well, could you imagine if your loan officer was able to put in another $500 to $1,000? Well, that's going to generate you another 50 to 100 leads a month on your PPC, pay-per-click advertisement, right? Maybe they're able to provide you with some marketing materials, such as posting on your website current rates or what's going on in the lending world, that you can information that you can post on your social world. You can co-market and co-brand yourselves together to push your marketing dollars together and generate more buyers and more sellers to you. And so again, I really want you to think about this whole process, okay? And we're going to talk a little bit more about that as we move through the actual process, and then we're going to follow up with the actual follow-up. So let's talk about the HomeSwing lead management platform, okay? For one, this is what we call the event detail. The funnel, you have the funnel, right? Soon as a lead is created on the website or through your lead generation landing home value landing page, that lead is generated and it creates an automated client contact record right inside the CRM. Okay, so there's no data entry. You get their name, their phone number, their email addresses, where their actual addresses, what properties they're looking at, what searches they're doing. Are they looking in Fairfield? Are they looking in Vacaville? Are they looking in San Francisco? Are they looking in Napa? Are they looking in New Hampshire? Wherever they're looking, and then what source did they come from? Okay, so again, this is extremely valuable information to you. Where did this client actually come from? Another key pieces here is actual click-throughs, right? When you want to be thinking about how many click-throughs I'm getting on my clients. You can see here that the interest level tells you exactly how many click-throughs each individual client has, so that you can rate each individual client as to who's the most active, and you can have the solution push all the most active to the top or the least active, right? Something that's extremely important to me as well is creating a pipeline, managing my pipeline, so that why aren't those contacts active? Is something wrong with the email address, right? What's going on? Are they not digging something that I'm integrating with them? So if I send them out an email or I send out a market update, I can see if they got that email. Did they view it? How many times did they view it? Right? So these are some key things that you want to know. What properties they're looking at. How many times they viewed those properties. The system, does it send out auto listing notifications for auto follow-up? Those are, again, extremely valuable pieces to the puzzle. So the lead comes in. Now what? We got to go through the actual conversion process, right, of getting this lead closed. If I'm a team, we have a solution. One way is first come, first serve, auto distribution. Okay, which means is that you can have leads routed to the team member automatically, or team members, including the loan officer or officers, and have them engage with the customer. Okay, or you maybe are going to set up a universal call center where you're going to manage all the leads, get them pre-qualified with the lender, handoff, and then actually determine which agent you want to manually assign out to. And again, we have a whole platform for assignment of those leads, just like the leads that are coming in from your third-party sources like Zillow, Trulia, and Realtor.com. All those leads can be parsed into the system automatically, as I was saying, and then you can then distribute those leads either manually or in an automated format, depending on what you would prefer. Okay, so this is the lead management system. I have to really stress to you the needs for this. Okay, and we're going to keep going on this whole lead management process. Now, this is an example of our email marketing. Okay, you can have what is called branded email marketing, or you can have unbranded. This is a branded theme. You can have themes that are branded to your company's look with logo and colors. We can do custom branding for you. You can have your photo in or photo out. This is a market update. Again, as I was talking about earlier, is could you imagine having 10,000, 20,000 contacts in your database? And you start mining them, you start cultivating them with market updates, giving them value. You're in front of them, right? And some things, key things that really people miss in building out their e-marketing campaigns and website campaigns and social campaigns is they always forget the capture. They always forget the capture. So what I'd like you to think about is in your email marketing efforts, when you're sending your market updates out, is to make sure to integrate the capture. Okay? What are the captures on market updates? Get your free market home value report, right? Okay. Think of some other ones that may be consumers. How about a refi for your loan officer? Helping them generate some pre-qual refinance or pre-qual home value leads, right? Maybe they can put a snapshot of what's going on in the lending market right now for you to send out in the actual market update as well. Now, this is where I was telling you earlier about the sending of listing inventory to your clients from your website using the HomeSwing lead management platform and just grabbing the listings right from your website, sending them out as an email directly to your clients. Now, why would you do this? Think of this. You're continuing to drive them to your website. You're continuing to potentially create value in your website. And what if they forwarded this email to their friends and family? What are you going to get? You're going to get a referral, right? Because your site requires registration before viewing of the details. Okay? So hopefully this is all starting to make sense for you. We're talking about the funnel again, right? Always about the funnel and the lead capture, the customer capture, the referral capture. Again, another great way. Every time you send an email, try to get a lead capture integrated into the email. Okay? I know that it takes a little extra time, but always think about that. How about sending out a birthday announcement to all 10,000 of your contacts? And, oh, by the way, here's a property that just came on the market that you might be interested in. Or if you're interested in getting a value on your home for free, please let me know. Click here. Okay. Now, how about some automated new listing notifications by email? Okay. How about you pushing listing notifications automatically to your clients through your website? If you're not doing this with every one of your clients, you are losing opportunities every single day. You're losing them. And again, this is an absolute critical must. Can you imagine, again, sending out automated listing notifications based upon the specific unique criteria that you set up in your MLS? Your MLS doesn't require registration. It doesn't have any lead capture. It doesn't get you more referrals by them sharing those listings. This solution generates business for you if you market it. Okay, it's a system. It still requires you to manage it and grow those contacts. This is an absolute must with every single one of your contacts from when they're coming. So think of this. You get a lead that comes in from Zillow, right? Or Realtor.com or Trulia or any of your other sources. Could you imagine setting them up inside of HomeSwing CRM for auto listing notifications because it auto-populated right into your CRM account, and then you set them up for listing notifications to get emailed listings once a day? Now, where are they going back to when they click on those listing notifications? Back to your website. So you can set them up automatically right inside the CRM without them actually having to go to the website to originate that process. Okay, just like in the MLS, except that now you've got capture, you've got referral mechanisms, and you've got tracking of all of those. So if you're managing a team and you've got tens of thousands of leads that you are tracking and managing, you've got to put these prospecting pieces in place in order to convert on the ROI. How many of us teams have told me, I can't get the ROI on my leads? I can't get the ROI. I can't get the return on the investment. And the reason is because you haven't put the right cultivation pieces in place, the right CRM to help you convert and to continue to attract, to continue to capture. Okay? Always look at those 10,000 contacts or 20,000 contacts as referral opportunities for the future and recurring business stream. All of you want to eventually sell your businesses. Put the systems in place so that you have a viable business to sell at some point. Grow your team. And some point, one of the team members or all the team members will want to buy you out, and you will be able to retire with millions and start going to the Bahamas, sipping Mai Tais. All right. So, some must things that you got to have in your CRM is again the ability for lead capture notifications. Third-party email lead integration, first available lead routing, follow-up features and reminders, lead source tracking, activity tracking, lead prioritizing, motivation, automated suggested property notifications, new property email notifications. These are some things. Import, export of all of your leads, manual entry of leads, and email marketing. Email marketing is a must, okay? So those are some processes that I really want you to start thinking about in order to get to the close. So when your leads are ready to buy and sell, you're at the top of their mind. You've proven yourself as a neighborhood real estate expert. Now get that home purchased, sold, or both. I want to thank you guys for attending our webinar, Make Millions with HomeSwing. And again, this is Heath Craig. I'm the co-founder of HomeSwing. And you can visit us at homeswing.com/products or call us directly at 707-207-4484 to schedule a personal consultation about how we can help you make millions with HomeSwing. Thank you.